Hi, my name is Kaitlyn, and today my partner and I, Jessie, will be discussing the ethical dilemma surrounding stem cells. Here are a few words from our vocabulary list, one of them being stem cells. Stem cells are cells that have the potential to develop into other specialized cells which are needed in the body, and this is through the process of differentiation. Another important vocabulary word is embryo or embryonic. An embryo is an unborn organism in its very early stages of developing, and embryonic relates to embryo as it means a stage with the potential to further develop. Now, one more important vocabulary word is pluripotent. Pluripotent refers to undifferentiated cells that can develop into differentiated cells.
There are various types of stem cells, such as adult stem cells, embryonic stem cells, and induced pluripotent stem cells. Adult stem cells are unspecialized cells, while embryonic stem cells are pluripotent cells taken from early stage embryos. Induced pluripotent stem cells are cells taken from an adult body and then reprogrammed to have the same characteristics as an embryonic stem cell.
As you can see, there is a lot of controversy regarding the use of stem cells. Many people argue that it is not ethical because it is equivalent to taking another person's life. However, other people argue that it is ethical because not only can the use of stem cells save one person's life, but multiple people.
The use of adult stem cells could be more ethical than the use of embryonic stem cells, as they're not subject to the same claims. Embryonic stem cells are the moral equivalent to a human life, while adult stem cells aren't.
How are stem cells currently being used to treat diseases and injuries? Stem cells are currently being used to treat diseases such as leukemia, lymphoma, neuroblastoma, and multiple myeloma. To treat such things, doctors will perform stem cell transplants, where they replace damaged cells with stem cells.
Every cell contains the same exact DNA. How do cells become specialized? This is called gene expression, where different sets of genes turn on and off, giving each cell distinct functions. This allows for specialization. So, what's the function of control genes? Control genes, also known as regulatory genes, determine or choose what genes are on and off, controlling what functions different cells have. What you see here is a hand painted map of all the countries in the world. Each dot represents whether or not the country allows or prohibits stem cell use.
We picked two countries to research about their position on stem cell use, and one of those countries is Switzerland. Switzerland has strict regulations on stem cell use. They allow the use of surplus IVF embryos, which is regulated by the Federal Act on Research Involving Embryonic Stem Cells. Surplus embryos are only allowed to be kept for research purposes, and it is not permitted to freeze them for IVF treatment or donation. Just to clarify, IVF is a medical procedure where an egg is fertilized outside of a body. Now, why are they so restrictive? Well, Switzerland has strict regulations on stem cell use because of ethical concerns. Like said before, there is a lot of controversy regarding whether or not stem cells are ethical or not. And because the country is very cautious, they take a very highly regulated approach. Some proven benefits of stem cell use in Switzerland is stem cell treatment. This has been able to help patients with arthritis, type 2 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, autism, strokes, COPD, and Parkinson's disease. Some proven negative effects of stem cell use is the potential for tumor formation during stem cell therapy. This risk comes from specific types of stem cells, such as embryonic stem cells, which may divide excessively or transform into abnormal cells. There are a few ethical concerns regarding stem cell use in Switzerland. These concerns mainly revolve around the moral status of embryos, patient safety, and possible misuse. The Swiss law strongly values human dignity, and making the destruction of human embryos is highly controversial. Next, any use of stem cells in treatments must follow very strict guidelines. Patients must have an informed consent and fully understand the risks. Lastly, Switzerland does not agree with the idea of human reproductive cloning and genetic modifications of embryos.
Italy, on the other hand, has a restrictive and prohibitive approach on stem cell use. This country has banned the use of embryos unless specifically for the improvement of the condition of the embryo is concerned. The 2004 law strongly supports research on adult stem cells. However, funding for adult stem cell research was cut. These restrictions are in place due to Italy's ethical, cultural, and religious considerations. For example, they are committed to protecting embryos, which is a perspective heavily influenced by their Catholic heritage. There are many proven benefits, but also proven negatives to stem cell use in Italy. They have made many advancements in stem cell research, including treatments for various conditions. But there are also many proven negatives, one being the stamina method. This method has been widely criticized for lacking scientific validation. It has led to illegal investigations due to fraud allegations and violations of medical regulations. There are many ethical issues revolving around stem cell use. Ethical debates persist in Italy, and there are various controversies, such as the stamina case. The country has shifted its focus to alternative stem cell sources, like the induced pluripotent stem cells, which avoid the ethical concerns. Italy continues to balance scientific progress with ethical and cultural values in its regulatory approach. We believe that the use and research of stem cells is ethical. This is because if cells aren't used for medical and scientific advancement, they would otherwise be wasted, which is more unethical than using them for medical purposes. The use of stem cells has various positive effects that outweigh the negatives. Some adult stem cells have irregularities, meaning embryonic stem cell use may actually be more reliable than the use of adult stem cells.